Mitrimilan session with 3 rounds of yoga. Gently close your eyes. Patram pushpam phalam toyam offers to me with devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or even water, I delightfully partake of that item offered with love by my devotee in pure consciousness.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Suprabhatam. The word split Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, Yaha, Me, Bhaktya, Prayachati, Tat, Aham, Bhaktipahritam, Ashnami, Prayatatmanaha. The meaning, word meaning, Patram, leaf, Pushpam, flower, Phalam, fruit, toyam, water, yaha, the one, may, to me, bhaktya, with devotion, prayachati, offers, tat, that, all that, aham, I, bhaktipahritam, offered with devotion, ashnami, I partake, I accept, I receive, prayatatmanaha, that which I have received from the pure soul. Prayata means Shuddha, Atma means a person with a pure mind. Atma here refers to the mind. So, a person with a pure mind, full of devotion, such a devotee, if he even offers leaf, fruit, or a flower, or even just water, I accept. So, this is one of the greatest shlokas that we can have that defines where Bhakti Yoga, what is the critical aspect of Bhakti Yoga, what is the most important ingredient in a puja is not the flower, fruit or any alankara etc. It is the bhakti or the devotion that we offer to the Bhagavan that defines how our bhakti is. So, various commentators have beautifully said that Lord Krishna or whichever divinity, they themselves are Ishwaras. Ishwara and Parameshwaras means that they possess under their control lot of wealth, lot of power. They will not be again satiated by merely offering gold ornaments or rich food etc. They only expect what devotion this person, how much of devotion, how much of pure devotion, how much of unconditional devotion that the devotee has. Nothing beyond that is expected. In our Itihasas and Puranas, it is replete with lots of examples. So Swami Shivananda says that in Bhagavatam we can see that Krishna becomes happy with just a handful of poha being offered by Sudama. So he didn't expect something great. Whatever was left over in Sudama's house, small little package of poha or flattened rice, he was happy with that. And then riches. Sudama, when he goes back, he could not recognize his own house. But Sudama was full of love for Krishna. The devotion is there. So only that mattered, not what he offered mattered. But he had brought it with great devotion. Shivananda Swami, while commenting upon the same shloka, gives another example from Ramayana, that is Shabari. Shabari in the forest, what could she prepare for Sri Rama or Lakshmana, the great royal princess? She just offered some fruits, some roots and such other things. And Rama was mighty pleased by that. So, by the simple devotion of Shabari, she was granted the greatest position in the heaven. And when we come to the Shaiva tradition also, there are great many examples where only the devotion matters and not which is offered matters. There is a historical reference in the Shaiva tradition. See, in Tamil Shaiva tradition, we have 63 Nayanmars, 63 great bhaktas of Shiva. So, in any Shaiva temple, grand temple, if you go to South India, further in Tamil Nadu, you can see all the 63 Nayanmars, their statues will be there and Guru Puja will be offered. Among them, the 48th or 58th Nayanmar is Pusalar Nayanar. His name is Pusalar Nayanar. He lived during the 8th century. And then there is a reference about this Pusalar Nayanar in the grand Kailasanatha temple constructed in Kanchipuram. And this Kailasanatha temple was constructed by one Raja Varma Pallava. He was also called as Kadavarkon. He was a Pallava king who lived in the 8th century. What is so great about Kusalar Nayanar and this Raja Varma Pallava devotion? This Raja Varma Pallava or Narasimha Pallava too, he constructed a grand temple, Kailasanatha temple. Even today, even in its current status, it is a glorious temple. If you can go and visit, it is still there to be seen. It is a personal temple constructed by the king for his worship. So it was a very grand construction. But all this is written in the temple edicts. So in the epigraphical records, all that is available. So the king constructed the very grand temple using all his wealth, etc. And then the date for consecration or Kumbhabhisheka was fixed. Then in the Raja Sabha, all the discussions happened, and then finally a date was fixed. That night, this Narasimhavarma Pallava too, he goes to sleep. In his sleep, Bhagavan Shiva appears and says, "No, I am not available on that day for your temple Kumbhabhisheka or consecration." Why? Because I am busy on that day. I will be installed. My Murti or my Archa Murti will be installed in another great temple on the self-same Muhurta, so I will not be able to come. So who is the one who has built that grand temple? That is also revealed by Bhagavan Shiva in the dream. He says, one Kusalar Nayanar who is living in the outskirts of the current day Chennai. In the outskirts of Chennai, there is a place called Tirunindravur. So he is a small temple priest. So he lives there. So that person has constructed a grand temple. He has fixed Kumbhabhishekam of that temple. I will go there first. You can change your schedule later for the Kumbhabhisheka in the Kailasanatha temple. The king suddenly wakes up from his sleep. Then the next day he goes in search of this Kusala Nayana. Where is he? He searches, and finally finds him in a small hut. He is a pujari in a small temple, and then he lives in a small hut. Then the king comes and asks, "Yesterday I had such and such a dream that you have constructed a glorious temple and you have fixed the Kumbhabhishekam on that particular day. Where is the temple?" he asked. Then Kusala Nayana said, "No sir, I am not capable of constructing a grand temple, but I have a strong desire to install Bhagavan Shiva in a grand temple. So every day I used to sit and meditate that today I have prepared the ground for the temple. Then the next day I have laid the foundation." Every day he used to do Manasika temple construction. "Today I have laid the bricks for the prakara. The next day I have constructed the various sannidhis of various parivara devatas. And finally I have installed the Garbhagriha." In this way, for a period of 1 year, he probably meditated, and mentally he raised a great temple in his mind, and on a particular day he fixed a Kumbhabhishekam. Then the king realizes that, of course, external construction of temple, grand celebration, great, glorious things, superstructure, all these are wonderful, but even more greater than that is the internal worship. More than the Bhashya Yaga, Bhashya Puja, of course, that is also needed to make the mind focus. But what the Bhagavan likes more is the Antah Puja, Antar Yaga. So hence, from the external, we have to slowly move towards the internal dimension. If we clutch on to only the external thing, there is a possibility of lot of misinterpretations. Even it can end in quarrels. So many divisions of the religions happen because of leaving out the spirit and catching hold of the external dimension. So Krishna here says, don't worry about what you externally offer. Do worry about how much you are devoted to me, how much pure you are in your heart, in your devotion. That is what is important for me. And then this is the important message that comes through this particular shloka. One missed dimension from this shloka is Patram. 4 items are mentioned here. You can see that. Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. This itself indicates progress in bhakti. Patram is a leaf. After the leaf, you can see slowly in a plant, when it sprouts, first what comes is the leaves. Then later what you see is flower. After that what becomes? It becomes fruit. So in this way, even in our bhakti, we have to gradually mature from the outer dimensions and mature inwards. And finally, for the patram, for the pushpam and the phalam, what is the unseen, colorless, odorless dimension or the entity which powers all these things? Toil, water. Without water, neither patra nor pushpam nor phalam will manifest. So, from the seen dimension, we have to move towards the unseen pure consciousness. So, that is also a subtle message that is passed on with this. So, bhakti, this shloka is the sum, be all and end all of bhakti yoga, where it says simple devotion is important. And in our devotion, we have to slowly mature from the Vyakta Bhakti to gradually to the pure Satchidananda Bhakti of the Paramatman.
Let us conclude today's session with Shanti Mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashchit Dukhabhat Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, S-VYASA, for producing. Please write your production song. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Suvaram, Varajashilaram, Shashkashamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubrajosna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadalashobhini, Suhasini, Sumadurabhashini, Sutalam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. बोलो भारत माता की जय. वंदे